A typically high-powered entrance for one of Scotland's most famous and controversial investors. When he dropped in on his Turnberry golf course, Donald Trump was still a presidential contender. Now he's the most powerful man on earth, in charge of Scotland's most important export market. No longer the butt of jokes.
I'm not sure he'll be wanting to phone me in the highly unlikely event that he becomes president.
And what would you say? What would your message be?
I'm on the other line, sorry.
Leaders will now definitely take his calls. The First Minister's congratulated Mr Trump on his win and issued a warning.
That doesn't mean that I don't respect the fact that America have elected him as their president, and therefore I hope we can have a constructive relationship, and I hope Donald Trump, the president, turns out to be a very different person to Donald Trump, the candidate, was.
Strong relations between Scotland and the US are vital, not least for trade. The government's business agency, Scottish Development International, says the US is Scotland's biggest source of foreign inward investment. Over 6 years, it's secured more than 13,000 jobs from US companies, with a combined investment of £1 billion. And there could be further opportunities, but only if the right support is there.
The US is Scotland's biggest export market. It's worth over $4 billion to the Scottish economy. We have great Scottish companies that are selling into that market. For example, in the drink sector, Brewdog, a young growing company, Innocent Gun, another young exciting company, are expanding into the US market with obviously well-established links such as salmon and whisky. It's a big market for Scotland. We have high-tech companies that are also looking to expand there, such as Clyde Space based in Glasgow, Craneware based in Edinburgh that sells software into the US hospital market. So the opportunities are great for us in the US.
The Scottish Government has an office in the British Embassy in Washington dedicated to selling brand Scotland. But there's been nobody in the driving seat since November, when the last head moved on. And in 2010, the government published its plan for engagement with the United States, detailing the steps it would take to promote Scotland across the Atlantic. It promised annual updates, but the last comprehensive review detailing numbers of jobs created and links forged was in 2013. So, has the government dropped the ball?